A very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Bhakti Abe Surya. To begin with, let's take a look at the stories making headlines this evening. Sri Lanka wins the Asian Netball Championship, beating Singapore. The Prime Minister says the country will be developed through a knowledge-centered economy. Repairing of the oil pipe which carries fuel from ships to the Muthurajavala fuel depot has commenced. 17 people, including children, have been admitted to the hospital following a wasp's attack. In news from overseas, North Korea marks the 70th anniversary of its founding with a massive military parade. First up in local news, Sri Lanka netball team won the 11th Asian Netball Championship, beating host Singapore. They remain unbeaten throughout the championship.
Sri Lanka with their great time runs right at the top of the circle.
Sri Lanka won the 11th Asian Netball Championship, beating host Singapore. Sri Lanka remained unbeaten in the tournament, where 12 countries took part. Sri Lanka beat Singapore in the preliminary round. With the experiences of that match, Sri Lanka was able to win the final by 69-50. Sri Lanka won the Asian Netball Championship after 9 years. Sri Lanka also has the record for the highest number of wins by winning the Asian Netball Championship on 5 occasions. Chaturangi Jayasuriya led the Sri Lanka team. The tallest player of the tournament, Tarshini Shivalingam, represented the Sri Lanka team.
Glorious. It has been a fantastic competition.
Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the country will be built after building the village through a knowledge-centered economy amidst obstacles and challenges. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe called on the Mahanayaka of the Malwata chapter, Most Venerable Tibbatuawe Sri Sumangala Thera, and received his blessings. Thereafter, he attended the Kandy District Asana Balabandala meeting. A large number of parliamentarians and UNP members were present on the occasion. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that there is a group of people who is trying to hand over the franchise of the people to the drunkards. Repairing of the oil pipe which carries fuel for ships to the Muthurajavala fuel depot has commenced. Measures are underway to remove the oil leaked into the sea. Reports said that nearly 25,000 tons of oil have mixed with the sea water. The oil pipe which carries oil from Muthurajavala buoy to Muthurajavala terminal has burst at Wattala, Uswatakeyawa, Taldiyawatta area. It has occurred about 5 kilometers off the coast. Measures are underway to remove about 25 tons of oil which has mixed with the sea water. Sri Lanka Navy, Army, Coast Guards and volunteer organizations have joined the efforts to remove oil. The Petroleum Corporation said that they have commenced repairing the pipe. They further said that it would take about 3 days. An accelerated program has been implemented to minimize the damage to the environment. Chairman of the Petroleum Corporation, Dhammika Ranatunga, emphasized that there would be no fuel problems due to the repairing of the pipe. 17 people, including 8 children, have been admitted to the hospital following a wasp's attack at the Kalpitia area. The attack has taken place at the farmland at Kalpitia, Palliyavasature area. A group of people working there and several children in the vicinity have been attacked by the wasps. 8 of the injured have been transferred to the Puttalama Base Hospital for further treatment. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe will leave the island tomorrow to attend the ASEAN World Economic Summit in Hanoi, Vietnam. Leaders of the countries belonging to ASEAN organizations and several other leaders of the Asian countries will attend the Hanoi summit. Attention will be paid on future regional economic trends and challenges at the summit. Prime Minister of Vietnam, Nguyen Xuan Phuc, is scheduled to deliver the inaugural address. Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong and Chinese Vice Prime Minister Hu Chunhua will also express views at the conference. Rounds of discussions of Asian country leaders will be held on the occasion. The Prime Minister's office has announced Minister Malik Samaravikrama, Prime Minister's Secretary Saman Ekanayaka, Additional Secretary Saman Atauda Hetty and Special Assistant Sandra Pereira will accompany the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the government is committed to protect the priority given to Buddhism. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that they have taken notes according to the constitution to protect Buddhism. He said that the mechanism to connect the government and Buddhism is the Shasana Arakshaka Mandalaya. He said that it gives the opportunity to connect with temples at grassroots level. The Prime Minister said the number of temples have increased and there should be a method to administer them. Therefore, the Prime Minister said that they decided to provide equipment, including laptops, to the registrars of the temple. The Prime Minister said this while attending the function to distribute office equipment to the temples coming under the purview of the Kandy District Shasana Rakshaka Balamandalaya. The function was held at the Kandy District Secretariat. The registrar of the Askeri chapter, Venerable Madagama Dhammananda Thera, expressed his views on the occasion. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe called on the Mahanayaka of Askeri chapter, Most Venerable Warakagoda Sri Gnanaratana Thera. He exchanged views with the Mahanayaka Thera. Ministers Lakshman Kiriyalla, Malik Samaravikrama and a group of people were present on the occasion. Thereafter, the Prime Minister and the group visited the Anunayaka of the Askeri chapter, Venerable Vendaruwe Upali Thera. The Prime Minister was presented with a book written by Venerable Vendaruwe Upali Thera. The Gamini Disanayakapura reawakened village was vested in the public under the patronage of Minister Sajid Premadasa. The reawakened village built at Yatinuvara, Kirimatiawata area has 19 houses. It is the 118th model village vested in the public under the Samata Sevana Reawakened Village program. 25 million rupees has been spent to build the village. Several other programs including granting of Visiri housing loans, Sondarupiyasa loans and loans granted for self-employment took place on the occasion. Minister Ravindra Samaravira says that measures are in place to purchase the local potato harvest at a higher price through the Satosa outlets. He said that the aim was to protect local farmers. The government imposed a tax of 45 rupees for an imported kilogram of potatoes with the aim of protecting the local farmers. Harvesting local potatoes has commenced and the government aims to provide a higher price for the farmers. Accordingly, a system is in place to purchase potatoes through the Satosa outlets. Treatments to a wild elephant who had been shot and injured at the Girithale Forest Reserve commenced with the intervention of Deputy Minister Palita Tevara Peruma. The medical team, led by the Deputy Minister, went across the Girithale tank to treat the elephant. The left leg of the elephant has been injured due to a shooting. Reports said that elephant is about 35 years old. Fisherman in Girithale has informed the Wildlife Veterinary Hospital of the Girithale regarding the plight of the elephant who is undergoing severe pain. As a result, the medical team, including the Deputy Minister, commenced treating the wild elephant. The treatments were commenced after anesthetizing the elephant. Veterinary doctor Samira Kaniguarachi said that the fisheries community rendered immense support in this regard. The Samurdhi Entrepreneurship Development Program is successfully underway at present. The program, which is implemented under the Samurdhi Development Ministry, implements accounts and business training. More than 14,000 businessmen are being trained under the program. The training programs are implemented at 332 divisional secretariat zones. More than 16 million rupees has been allocated to the training programs, which includes developing attitudes, leadership training and education on new business trends. Several suspects have been arrested in connection with the robbery at Hikkadua Vallana fuel station. A gang of robbers robbed the fuel station on the 4th of this month. Following investigations, the Metiagoda police have arrested 4 suspects in connection with the robbery. When questioned by the police, the suspects have said that they committed the robbery as they needed 1 million rupees to go for foreign employment. Police have seized 2 firearms, 4 live ammunitions and 4 mobile phones from the possession of the suspects. Police have also seized a motorcycle and a motor car in connection with the incident. Finally, in local news, a program has been launched to educate the public on places of archaeological value. Accordingly, officials of the Archaeological Department and journalists toured Pothuwil Muhudu Mahaviharaya and Rajagala Historic Temple. The Pothuwil Muhudu Mahaviharaya, which is situated in the eastern province, has a history of more than 1,000 years. The history has recorded the King Mahanama had built the temple to remember King Kavantissa and Princess Devi. A new stupa has been built in 2010 in the area. The temple had 264 acres during the times of the kings. It has been limited to 30 acres by a gazette issued in 1965. Rajagala archaeological land on Ampara Mahawaya Road is implemented as a joint conservation project of the Archaeological Department and the Sri Jayawardhanapura University. There are many artifacts at the Rajagala archaeological land, which is about 1,000 acres. It has many caves, stupas, stone inscriptions and ponds. About 50 stone inscriptions stated that the caves were offered to the bhikkhus. Among the stone inscriptions are writings about kings Kutakanatissa and Bhatikatissa Mahasen and the second Mahinda. The place, which is identified at present as Rajagala, had been identified in the history as Girikumhala. The Mahavansha says that this historic temple complex has been launched under the patronage of Prince Lajjatissa.